I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this sport, bro? Sean O'Malley got subbed by Marab? Since when is this guy's submission threat? Come on. He's done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What'd I say? What'd I say? What did I say? Hey, let's go. Oh! He killed him! He killed him! Oh my gosh! He knocked him out cold! I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this sport, bro? Sean O'Malley got subbed by Marab? Since when is this guy's submission threat? Come on. He's done! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What'd I say? What'd I say? What did I say? Hey, let's go! Oh! He killed him! He killed him! Oh my gosh! He knocked him out cold! I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this sport, bro? Sean O'Malley got subbed by Marab? Since when is this guy's submission threat? Come on. He's done! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What'd I say? What'd I say? What did I say? Hey, let's go! Oh! He killed him! He killed him! Oh my gosh! He knocked him out cold! I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this sport, bro? Sean O'Malley got subbed by Marab? Since when is this guy's submission threat? Bruh. Yes. My bad. Yeah, dude, look at this. All right, so. Here we have Paulo Costa's Twitter. Let me make myself bigger. Okay. And he says this. He says, after Shara pulled out, I got some news. Somebody hurts in the main event. So UFC called me to fighting a top 5 in a few weeks for 5 rounds. To be fair, I proposed 3 rounds due to short time. And guess what? He said no for 3 rounds. What the heck? Cowards. Cowards. Gonna expose them. My vintage version is back and people are scared. What's wrong with my mic? Is it messed up? Hello? No, it's fine. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, man? Dude. Now it's good. But it's like so we know it's a main event and we know it's in a few weeks. There's only one fight that has a top 5 few weeks main event. And that's fluffy. That is fluffy. What the? I would. All right. I think we'll make you an honorary Canadian in 5 weeks. Oh, is that in Canada? Bruh. Hold up. VS RDR. Saturday. Where's that at? It is in Vancouver, British Columbia. Banger. Absolute banger. How's that card looking? Let's see what it's like. All right, Reiner de Ritter versus Paulo Costa. Dude, we could genuinely be seeing Paulo Costa versus Chimaev. After the... This is something we have all we want to see. We don't need a Mavov to fight Chimaev because we know how that ends. We want to see Chimaev versus Paulo Costa because there's always that chance of like Paulo Costa at least puts up a fight to the point where he could get submitted. And there's also that there's going to be huge drama. Someone will get punched before this fight might not happen. this fight might not happen, to be honest. Someone will get punched but in the lead up to this fight. Paulo Costa Hamzat is a good fight, but Costa has a bunch of losses. I know, but this is not about legacy, brother. Brother, this is no longer about legacy. This is about getting it back in blood. This is actually a good card too. Reiner de Ritter, Paulo Costa. Dude, I might want to go to Vancouver. I might want to go to Vancouver to watch this fight. Reiner de Ritter, Paulo Costa, Manan Ferro, Jasmine Jasdavicius. We know Jasmine's gonna get it in blood. Okay, Canada will have a flyweight champion. We will beat Valentina Shevchenko. We will beat Valentina. So mad they cut Jose Medina, and it was only a matter of time. Jorge, you're the fake Mexican Jose Medina. It was only a matter of time before it got cut, bro. How many wins does Costa have in his last 5 fights? Last 5 fights, like 1. I don't know. Who'd he fight? He fought Kopylov, beat Kopylov. Before that, he fought Strickland, lost to Strickland. Before that, lost to Whitaker. Before that, I don't even know. But this is easy. We go Kevin Holland. Then we go to Marvin Vittori. Then we go to Paulo Costa. And then we see 1, 2, 3. He beat Luke Rockhold. And then he lost to Marvin. So he's what? 2 and 3 in his last 5. 2 and 3 in his last 5. But his 5th fight was 2021. We could see Chimaev. We could see Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. That could be a fight. That's happening. Still can't believe D-Rod is ranked. I know. It is rough. What's up, man? What's up? Okay, that's not bad for Costa. It's not terrible. Okay, he's 2 and 3 in his last 5. We need to see Paulo Costa versus Chimaev. I know it's an easy fight. I know it's not it doesn't do anything for Chimaev's legacy, but at the end of the day, that is a huge fight for Chimaev, because that's something that we need to put Paulo Costa in his place. Maybe I should do a video on like fights I want to see. Fights we need to see. Fights that don't make sense, but I want to see. Fights that will probably never happen, but I pray they happen. That's what I need to do. I mean, well, you have to understand we're judging Costa and Chimaev on different levels. I know, dude. They're so different levels. But there's always like that chance with Paulo Costa, right? Same with like Josh Emmett. There's always like, if you were Josh Emmett versus Volkanovski, you would be like, Volkanovski, Josh Emmett. You'd be like, well, Volk's better literally everywhere. Volk is 3 times better, at least, than Josh Emmett. But Josh Emmett has power. And the same thing goes with Paulo Costa and Chimaev. It's like, Chimaev's better everywhere. He's a better striker. He's a better grappler, better jiu-jitsu, better everywhere. 3 times better than Costa. But Paulo Costa does have power. So, let's get a poll going. Who wins? Paulo Costa or RDR? Because if Costa beats RDR, if Paulo Costa finishes RDR, does that not warrant a title shot? Chimaev is ready, up to Costa now. Yeah. But I think RDR, okay, Chimaev should fight Imavov soon. He should fight Imavov soon in Abu Dhabi fight Imavov in Abu Dhabi, and then after that he can make a quick turnaround because he's going to finish Imavov in the first round. Then he can make a quick turnaround to fight Paulo Costa maybe in Canada. Let's do Paulo Costa versus Chimaev in Montreal. Let's go Chimaev Imavov in Abu Dhabi, then Chimaev Costa in Montreal. I think Chimaev's, honorary Canadian, I think, at this point, let's be honest. You got better BF. He's a Chechenian. He trains in Canada. He trains in Montreal. So it's like, I agree Costa Chimaev in Montreal is a good idea. It's a great idea, actually. It's a great idea. I am not biased in the slightest for wanting to have that fight in Montreal. Not in the slightest. Except it's just so expensive. Toronto would be like terrible. I would hate to. That'd just be like $30,000 if they did a UFC pay-per-view of Chimaev Costa in Toronto. That'd be the worst thing ever. The only problem is going to Canada in the winter is like not fun in the slightest, and that's probably like the timing we're looking at for Paulo Costa Chimaev. If Paulo Costa beats RDR, which, you know what, stylistically, Paulo Costa could beat RDR. Paulo Costa could beat RDR. Do they have any? Like, who's Paulo Costa fought that's similar to RDR? I don't know. Like, there's nobody he's really fought that's similar. Where RDR has fought, like, but then again, I don't know. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Causes most available right now, other than RDR. Most available? I don't know what you mean by that, but sure. Go on, Paulo. RDR Fluffy is coming. Yeah, everybody knows Paulo versus RDR. Yeah. Who bailed RDR Fluffy? It's Fluffy who bailed, I think. And I'm pretty sure people are saying that. People are saying John Silva practically lunged himself at Diego Lopez, like settled down a little. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You trust Paulo Costa and Crazy Kev? I feel bad for you. What, you don't? You don't? I think he's fair. He's not even that wrong. I mean, you're acting like Crazy Kev is on the same level as like Ruben Carter. Like, they're so different. But yeah, I agree. John Silva got ahead of himself, but I think it's a good time for John Silva. Topology says the fight's still on. Okay. Kev is like Chael. No, he's not like Chael. He's not like Chael, bro. This guy's actually like fairly good in reporting. I don't know why people say he's like Chael Sonnen or he's like Ruben Carter. This guy's actually fairly good at reporting. He's short though. He's like 5'2" or something like that. He's not like Chael at all. Anthony Hernandez is out. I guarantee you Anthony Hernandez is out, but the only question is Paulo Costa in? Because who else is there? Let's pull up the rankings. He's not, though. He literally claims a fight is booked when it's not. Yeah, but they all do that. Ariel has messed up multiple times, but Ariel doesn't even cover it. There's a Mavov. Do you genuinely think a Mavov would step in short notice after he just fought a 5-round fight to fight RDR for what? Why would he fight RDR when he's guaranteed a title shot? He's practically guaranteed a title shot at this point, considering that Fluffy's out. Okay, so we have Drickus. No way is he stepping in to fight RDR. No way, because he knows. He's probably at the worst confidence in his life. He's probably been chilling. Nazarene Mavov just fought Sean Strickland versus RDR. That'd be a banger, but Sean Strickland does not want that fight. If Fluffy does pull out RDR versus Adesanya is not fighting RDR. Why would Adesanya fight RDR? You think short notice Adesanya's... When has Adesanya ever filled in on short notice? He's not a short notice guy. He needs full prep, especially at this age, and considering the fact that Adesanya does not want a title shot. Adesanya does not want a title shot because he knows he would lose. He does not care about a title shot. He wants fun, entertaining fights. And, his level of stardom, he does deserve a full camp. He doesn't deserve to take short notice. Short notice is for guys who are on the up and coming and who want to get a title shot. Strickland Chimaev would be a banger. After Cotsa Chimaev, those entailments went then legacy. Those more... Oh, entertainment than legacy. Yes. Ideally, we would have Chimaev fight Imavov, Costa, and Strickland. In the ideal world, ideally, we would do Chimaev, Imavov. He beats Imavov. We would have Paulo Costa beat RDR. Then he fights Paulo Costa. And then we'd have Strickland Adesanya rematch to see who fights Chimaev next. And that'd be a banger. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. Like, who else is there to fight RDR? Whitaker already lost. Kyle just lost. Page is number 9 somehow. Michael Venom Page is number 9. This is absolute insanity. Nazarene Imavov still ranked number 2. Didn't even go above Dricus. That's odd. It's a little odd. Rum Delidze randomly went up. Jared Cannonier went up somehow. Why did Brendan Allen go down? Makes no sense. When you see Fluffy isn't out, apologize. I will. If Fluffy isn't out, I'll apologize. But if Fluffy is out, you have to apologize to me. And I want a paragraph too. Because Strickland would be talking shit the whole time. Chimaev Strickland would be similar to McGregor Habib. Yes, it would be 100%. 100%. It would be on that level. But I think Costa Chimaev would be more similar to Habib Connor because Paul Costa is a troll. Sean Strickland is just emotional. And I don't even think Sean Strickland wants to fight Chimaev. I don't think he wants to fight Chimaev because I think he knows he loses. But I think there's a lot of guys I think right now, I don't think anybody's really that eager to get a title shot. Dricus doesn't want it. Imavov, I don't even think Imavov wants to fight Chimaev. I don't think Strickland does. I think Reiner de Ritter wants to. Adesanya does not. Hernandez does. Whitaker already lost. Kyle does. Page does not. Cannonier does not. Delidze does not. Allen does not. Costa does. Vittori does not. Kopylov does not. Middleweight's trash, let's be honest. Let's see what the rankings... Did the rankings change, at all? Not much. Jasmine Jazdavicius random went down. Okay. Interested to see Paulo Costa's grappling? Yeah. Well, Costa will be taking... Oh, Costa will be talking about a secret juice the whole time during the build-up, but Strickland will be talking absolute shit without limits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Sean Strickland would, though. Because I think Sean Strickland would know that he can't talk crap. I think he would say, I think Sean Strickland doesn't want to fight him. That's the only problem. They change the rankings on Tuesdays? Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. They do. But why did... Oh, that was from last week. My bad, yeah. I forgot. I very much forgot. Dude, Movzar needs to fight. This guy's still ranked number 1. Probably not going to be... I think Diego Lopez is going to be ranked number 1. Movzar is going to be ranked number 3. Diego Lopez, 1. Yair, 2. Movzar, 3. Lerone. No, I think Movzar might go to 4. And everybody goes above him. I think that's how the rankings might change. Absolutely insane, eh? Hey, mate. Absolutely insane. What's going on here? Why is Ruffy 15 after losing? Joel Alvarez should be at 15. Joel Alvarez. That is true, right? Marcio Ruffy did just lose, and he didn't move a single spot. And Benoit Saint Denis didn't move up at all? How did Benoit Saint Denis just beat 15? Benoit Saint Denis should be above Chandler. At least Chandler should be nowhere in the rankings. Get Chandler out of the rankings. Move Benoit up to 12. Grant Dawson up to 13. then put Joel Alvarez 14, Ruffy 15. Is it Joel moving up in weight? I don't know. Is he? Didn't he just fight at 155? Didn't he fight Estevan Ribovic? Am I tripping? Was that a while ago? Let's go Joel. Oh, he fought... No, that was a long time ago. What? I'm tripping then. Dude, he hasn't fought in forever. Ruffy wasn't even ranked until he lost to Beno Saint Denis. And yes, he fought at 155, not against Esteban. He hasn't fought in forever. I thought he fought recently. But no, I think he is moving up to 170, though. I think he is. But Chandler is not top 10. He's not. He's number 12, but he shouldn't even be number 12 still. Chandler is Dana White privilege, like Tony said. I mean, the more time that passes, it really does prove. You know who has insane... I wasn't even thinking Elvis Brenner. I don't know why. Paddy Pimblett has the most insane Dana White privilege. The most insane Dana White privilege. I'm actually gonna write that down. Bruh. Be like fighters who have Dana White privilege. Let me write that down. UFC fighters Dana White privilege. Also wanted to do fights I want to see happen, but won't ever happen. 2 good videos ideas. Thanks, guys. Thank goodness Joel Alvarez pulled out. Dawson would have gotten KO'd. Grant Dawson was never supposed to fight Joel Alvarez. He was supposed to fight Benoit Saint Denis in Montreal, and that's why Benoit Saint Denis ended up fighting Kyle Prepelec in Montreal, is because Joel Alvarez pulled out. But dude, Paddy Pimblett has the best case of Dana White privilege. This guy beat Bobby Green, who never deserved to be in the rankings, to get into the rankings. Then he beat Michael Chandler to get ranked over Gamrot, Dariush, Moicano, Fiziev, Saint Denis, Grant. Like, how is Paddy Pimblett number 7? That makes no sense. What a weird matchmaking. Why not Fluffy RDR? Fluffy pulled out. Fluffy's out of the fight. They were supposed to fight Fluffy and RDR. But Paulo Costa said this. Fluffy got injured, pulled out. Before Joel Alvarez pulled out against Benoit Saint Denis, he was supposed to fight Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson would have probably beaten Joel Alvarez. He would have taken him down, and he would have won the decision. King Greenslander won't be tolerated. You go from Jose... Why don't you pick someone good to glaze? Seriously? You go from a freaking fake Mexican to a fake king? This is... Dude, you got to pick better people to glaze. Come on. I think RDR taking it easy. What do you mean, RDR taking it easy? I think RDR wants to fight whoever he can. Because we look at the ranking, there's nobody who wants to fight RDR. Drickus won't. Mavov would not. Sean Strickland, he doesn't want to fight RDR. I don't think he does, at least. You got to think about it. Strickland's banned from fighting for 6 months. RDR, Adesanya's not fighting RDR. He needs a full camp. He's a star. He needs, at this point in his career, he needs full camps. Hernandez pulled out. Whitaker just fought him. Baralho just lost. Page I don't see him taking that fight. Cannonier just lost. Dolidze just lost. Allen, don't know. Costa's like the next guy. Did you notice Mexico booing Lopez? That Yair beef was probably bad for him. I didn't see them booing Lopez. They were booing Silva more than they were booing Lopez. Coulon. The Mexican people do love Yair, though. I don't know why. I mean, You think he will win it easy versus Costa? I think it's a very intriguing fight. A very, very intriguing fight. Because Paulo Costa does have solid ground game and takedown defense. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just talking.
Bruh.
My bad. Why you always get scolded? I'm not. That wasn't scolded. That wasn't scolded. It was a question that I had needed to answer because I was low-key supposed to do something today, but apparently I forgot. Apparently I forgot to do something today. I had to go to get some chemicals. In your opinion, Hamza beats Costa. I think that's in most people's opinion. That's not like a hot take. You got to think about it. Costa versus an old man, Luke Rockhold. Couldn't even finish him. Looked bad on the ground. Ignacio Bahamonde is going to be champion. Bro. I think you're only saying that because you got some links to Chile. I think you got links to Chile. Because no way anybody in their right mind genuinely believes Ignacio Bahamondes is beating it. He got destroyed by Fiziev. Are we forgetting Costa loses to all top 10? Paulo Costa, Brendan Allen. I think Brendan Allen wins. Paulo Costa, Roman Dolidze. I think Paulo Costa wins. Paulo Costa, Cannonier is 50-50. Venom Page wins. Kyle wins. Robert already won. Hernandez wins. Adesanya already won. Reiner de Ritter, I think is 50-50. Strickland already lost. Mavov beats Costa. Dricus beats Costa. Chimaev beats Costa. Ilio would beat Ignacio. Yeah, lots of people would beat Ignacio. Lots of people would. Search the record of the GOAT, Artem Lobov. Oh, we don't need to do that? The fuck am I listening? I don't need to search the record of the GOAT. I already know he's the GOAT. Artem Lobov. This guy's. People forget he got slapped by Habib. Remember when Habib and all his goons ran up on him? Habib and the squad ran up on Artem Lobov. Showed him what's up. Bahamondes still young. Yeah, he's young. He's kind of young, but like, does he beat anybody in the? Does Ignacio realistically beat anybody in the top 15? He beats Chandler. He beats Chandler. That's it. I think the only guy he beats is Chandler. I think there's just way too many guys that would beat Ignacio. Moicano beats Ignacio. Benoit, Grand Dawson, Ruffy, Fiziev already beat him. Benil, he might beat Benil, but like, I don't know. Ignacio was not destroyed. He lost 2-1. He has great potential for his weight, and he is young. What do you think about Robert Ruchala? What do I think about Robert Ruchala? He's not great. He's not great. Renan Barao is the real GOAT. Steroid. Dillashaw ruined his career. Beneil definitely beats him. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't trust Beneil to beat him. Because Beneil's not really a guy to shoot takedowns. Like, he shot some takedowns against Moicano, but typically he's not shooting takedowns. And on the feet, he's kind of, casual. Why? Because I said Robert Muchala ain't doing nothing. He's not gonna do anything, bro. Let's be honest. He just fought and he looked shit. Can't even pull, dude. It's because there's that weird letter in his name. We will see. Big casual, you'll see. See, brother? What do you mean? What do you mean? What am I seeing? He's not great. He lost to William Gomez. Ignacio's not going to go far, though. He's not a top 15 guy. He's not. And especially considering he's not like a big name. Like, Ignacio beat Jalen Turner was like his big moment. But Jalen Turner was lost. Jalen Turner was defeated before they even fought. Like, Jalen Turner threw himself into submission. It was his debut versus 5-1 in UFC. Yeah, I think William Gomez is good, but is William Gomez a top 15 guy? William Gomez is not a top 15 guy. He's not. He might be when Ruffy is ranked some reason. But Ruffy's better than William Gomez. Ruffy is better than William Gomez. How much better? I think quite a bit better, actually. So it's like you can pull up, Ruchala is like even when I was watching Ruchala in KSW, he never seemed like a great fighter. He wasn't even a great fighter in KSW. He was kind of just like your run of the mill fighter over there. And the only reason he debuted in the UFC is because he's from Europe. And I guess they wanted to try to build their brand over there. Hey, Dag, you're my favorite YouTuber. Aw, man. Stop. Stop, guys. Oh, guys, you gotta chill out. Ruchala ain't that guy, man. These Polish blokes, they're nothing. Navajo Sterling Fight Week. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's take a look at that card. Contender Series is tomorrow, too. Hold up. $6 p.m. I could still go. I could still make it. The card is so buns. Is it really, bruv? Innit? Let's go, Carlos Ulberg. The Black Jag? Dude, he is so handsome. Let's be honest, Carlos Ulberg. Dude, this guy is handsome. It's not this week. September 27th. No, that's not this week. So we have a week off? Damn. Can't believe Roundtree is really top 5 fighter. Yeah, it is what it is. Carlos Ulberg, Dominic Reyes, Junior Tafa, Ibo Aslan. Oh, jeez Louise. Jack Jenkins is on this card versus Ramon Tavares. What's Ramon Tavares? He's a Contender Series guy. He lost to Davy Grant. Davy Grant's good, though. Missed weight. So he's a weight miss issue. 1 UFC contract against Cortavius Romulus. I remember that fight. Lost the fight before that. Surrey City. Lost to Surrey City. Jeez. This guy's packing. Beat Cameron Smotherman. Okay, so this might actually be an interesting fight. I'm still going with Jack Jenkins because he beat Yanel Ashmuz. If Sarukian doesn't beat Ilya, who do you think does? Benoit Saint Denis. Ibo looked ass in his last fight. Yeah, he did look absolutely terrible. I forget who he fought, but he looked genuinely Yeah, Billy Alicana. Jesus. Billy. That's because didn't he get finished by Ian Kutalaba? That's why? Yeah, he got finished by Ian Kutalaba. So I think he was like trying to be patient. Then Ivan Urslan versus Jimmy Crute. Ivan Urslan. Who's he fought? Navajo Stodge. I thought he was on a win I thought he won. Navajo, Ian. Rough. Jake Matthews, Neil Magny. I'm going Jake Matthews. Tom Nolan, Charlie Campbell. Probably Charlie Campbell. Luma Lookboomy versus Alexia Darinara. I'd go the Luma Lookboomy. She's on a win. She won her last fight, right? Yeah. I remember a fight with Bruna Brazil. She's got some solid. She's interesting. Rodolfo Pilato versus Navajo Sterling. I'm probably going Rodolfo Pilato, dude. I hate when it's Australia fans are so biased and annoying they think all their fighters are the best. That's true. 11-1, only defeated before, but the UFC by who would be top 15 featherweight in UFC. Indeed, a shitty fighter. Yeah, 11-1 to who? To who? Literally to who? Watch his fights. When you watch his fights, he doesn't look good. Colby Thicknessy, that's Volk's training partner. He lost to Alexandre Topuria on his debut. And he went to a decision with them, which is not easy. Not easy. Jamie Malarkey. Dude, how is Jamie Malarkey still in the UFC? How is this guy in the UFC still? I don't know who these guys are. Justin Taffa, all the way down here. How is Junior Taffa the co-main and Justin Taffa? Interesting. Petrotsky versus Cam Dondia. Jonathan Malakaev versus Oban Elliott. Probably Jonathan Malakaev. Jonathan Malakaev, he beat the judo guy who trains with Adesanya, didn't he? He beat he's French, but he trains in New Zealand. What's his name? I think that's who he fought. Yeah, Kevin Jousset. Kevin Jousset. He's French, trains in New Zealand. Judo. Daniel Santos was supposed to be on this card. So was Doohoo Choi. Rough. KSW is the best organization. Is the best organization in Europe. I think Ruchala is solid. KSW is the best organization in Europe. You know. Cage Warriors is better. Cage Warriors is better. KSW is almost like this weird... KSW holds like this weird place in Europe. They definitely have the best crowds, but to say they're the best organization in Europe, I mean, who have they produced? They have Yuri. They have Drickus. Right? They have a couple other fighters. Right? They produced Yuri, Drickus, Jan Did they do Jan? Was Jan there for a bit? I know he's Polish, so probably. I think Gamrot was Gamrot also KSW. I think he might have been. Soldich. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's not a good sign for a good organization. I'm just thinking of Polish blokes. Benny P MMA's cheeks. So I think on this card, the best fights to pay attention to: Ulberg Reyes, Jenkins Tavares, Matthews Magny, Sterling Bellato, and I'm missing one. Colby Thickness. Those are kind of the fights we want to look out for. But overall, solid 6 out of 10. I mean, this is better than 312's. UFC 312's card. That was absolutely atrocious. You're going to pick the opposite of who I pick? Dude, my picks aren't even bad, though. Why is my chat canceled out? My picks are actually fairly decent. They're not great. They're not big. Do you agree with the verdict of Ulberg versus Jan? Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I thought Ulberg won that one. He was just way more active. And Jan looked terrible. Like prime Jan Blachowicz, a younger version of Jan Blachowicz, beats Ulberg. But it was just the activity of Ulberg. Well, he was just way more. It was a bit of nothing. Nothing happened in that fight between Ulberg and Jan. It was kind of just like Ulberg landing leg kicks. Just a bunch of leg kicks throughout the fight. And then Jan Blachowicz would kind of just do nothing. But Ulberg didn't do much either, so. But I think Ulberg definitely won that shit. You cursed Medina. I did not. Your picks are horribles. Kenny Sun hyped up Silva for him to be put down like a dog. He is like the dog he is by Lopez. Oh, you mean the fight where Silva was winning and landing the bigger shots? You mean the fight where Silva, you know, dude. If Silva had the same career path as Diego Lopez, he would be champ by now. Is Lopez debuted against Movzar, then fought Pat Sabatini, Sadiq Yusuf, Danny Gay, Brian Ortega, then Volk, he would be champ. Silva was beating Lopez, and then he just got caught. I mean, it was a rookie mistake. Benny PMMA has so many Twitter followers. Nice Cope lost last fraud nerd down. Oh, you mean name a gym that has undefeated fighters. Name a gym who like nearly every single one of their fighters are undefeated, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that. You know why? Because no gym are as good as the Fighting Nerds. And what are your predictions for Guskov Jan? And what do you think about I don't know who that is. Pereira. Stop saying like Guru. I can't think. Dude, I watched too much Guru, man. He's rubbing off on me a little bit. No Diddy, Guru's rubbing off on me. Guskov Jan. I think Guskov will win a decision. I don't think he KOs Jan. I think it's gonna be a fairly close fight, but I think Guskov's probably gonna. If Guskov is smart, he's gonna take down Jan. And I think at this Jan is 41 years old. His legs don't work the same. His body doesn't work the same. He's not as explosive. He still got power. He could KO Guskov, right? But just Jan's style kind of always relied on him being fairly athletic, and he just hasn't looked athletic in recent years. You know? Jan is good with like that blitz of like, you know? Kick. Like a Drickus style blitz, you know? Like the boom, boom, you know? But he just doesn't have that same kind of explosiveness and momentum. So I think Guskov wins, probably takes down Jan, probably beats him up on the ground, and then Jan probably wins the third round once Guskov is tired. I watched so much Unkem May, he runs off on me. Rubs off on you. Know the feeling? Yeah, I know. But what type of things would you be saying? Your gym, Brandon, your gym is not even close to the Fighting Nerds, bro. Stop. Lopez fans act like he's never lost. I know, yeah. He literally debuted, and he lost his debut and his title fight. The two most important fights of his career, he lost. His debut and his title fight. Unbelievable. Mate. Hey, mate. Come on now, mate. Hey. Come on. What did you retract? Old Guskov can never take down Jan. He can only defeat him in standing fight. No, bro. Jan is easy to be taken down. Jan is fairly easy. I mean, think about it, right? Guskov took down and dominated. No, he kind of got reversed by Alicana, right? If I remember that fight correctly, Alicana won the ground. But Guskov has fairly good ground game. Jan has kind of shown that he's not the greatest on the ground. Even Pereira was stuffing a lot of those takedowns. But Jan needs to keep it standing, because Jan has those leg kicks, right? He can break Guskov down on the standing, but as Guskov gets him down and stays on top, is Jan going to be able to explode? Is Jan going to be more athletic, more flexible than Guskov in order to get up? I don't believe so. I think especially in the heavier weight classes, you need to be fairly explosive, fairly athletic in order to get up from your feet. That's why you see it all the time. Like when a big guy gets on top of you, it's like, bruh, it ain't working. Betting your life on Polish power. Okay, well, RIP to you, brother. The mountain produces better fighter than the fighting nerds at this point. The mountains. Oh, you mean like all the guys that are in the PFL? Those mountains? Or Saeed Nurmagomedov? Or are you talking about Abubakar Nurmagomedov? No. You must be talking about who are you talking about? You mean the two guys? You mean the two guys? Oh, your mountain in Mexico. Oh. Bro, your mountain does not produce anybody close. This Jew can't read. All right, bro. I mean, let's be honest. You're Mexican, right? We can be candid with each other. You are Mexican, right? So, what are Mexican people best known for? Having their women stolen by foreigners? Like, come on, let's be honest. Don't your women like date foreigners so they can leave your country? Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about? Are we being serious here? We cannot be serious here. Are you Jew? Mexico's biggest export is cheap labor and women. Like, come on. And birria tacos. And overpriced birria tacos to a bunch of rich kids in Los Angeles. Like, come on. This is what you guys are known for. And like putting like just sugary, just coating sugary things in spices. Like putting tahini on mangoes. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, you don't need to put spice on everything. Some things can be sweet. How come Mexican people just refuse to eat sweet things? Dude, I swear to God, I know why Mexican people tend to be a little bit bigger, dude. It's because, dude, all they eat is just sugary, sweet stuff. It's like, let's have a fruit for once. They're like, wait a minute. Let's actually add tahini and chamoy on a freaking mango. Like it's not sugary enough. On the mountain where the Lord spoke, out of his mouth came fire and smoke. Nice, fire. Will you come to the funeral? Kenny Sons finds out the shit nerds are actually garbage when fighting high-level fighters and not unranked cans. Yeah, like, stop, bro. Stop. Fighting nerds are good. Prates is good. Okay? Ruffy's still good. Right? So... Spicy and sweet Mexican food was promised to Dag 5,000 years ago. Yeah. Why does anybody watch boxing? That shit is lame. Because it's like one of the oldest sports of all time. What are you talking about? True, Broly. Yeah. Stop saying read. I shalln't. I shall say whatever I want. If I want to say I shall say Boxing is pretty boring. But I think it's just because, dude, I wish I could go back in time and change boxing from like, they need to bring back those. I think, why don't they do boxing in like MMA format? Would that not make it? I think that could make it better. If they did like 5-minute rounds, I think that'd be way cooler. And if boxing had like one organization and instead of 8-ounce gloves, they did 6-ounce gloves, I think that'd be way fire. And then, you know, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. 6-ounce gloves. That'd be fire. I think that's a good compromise. What about kickboxing format? What's a kickboxing format? I like seeing guys get tired. Like you'll never see a boxer really get like tired. Like did we not see Canelo Crawford for 10 rounds? That one black guy was like literally just literally 100% power in every single one of his shots and didn't get tired once. If that happened in MMA, you'd be like, that's just impossible. If they did it, it would just be back-to-back sparring matches probably. You hear about who? Bro, no. Who is this? I don't know who that is, bro. He's a former world champion boxer. No, I've never heard of him. He died in I don't see that. Damn, RIP, bro. Damn, RIP, bro. Fluffy's out. Just saw that. Yeah, welcome to the club, bro. Welcome to the club. Boxing has a rich history. So it's very romanticized. Yeah, true. Oh, now, okay, dude. Who was here? Dude, this, Darren, dude. This Darren guy was here. He was saying that I was wrong. Oh, yeah, look at this. Boom. Breaking Fluffy is out. Reiner de Ridder will now face Paulo Costa, UFC Vancouver, October 8th. There would be a 5-round main event. Shara is also pulled out of the matchup with Costa. Dude, Shara versus Costa would have been dope. Dag, what's up? What's up, man?
Bruh.
Vancouver always getting butt fucked? What do you mean? The worst one is Australia. Australia's the worst one. Look at this. Look at Kenny Okoye right here. Dude, how is he missing on a dummy, bro? This guy's missing on a dummy. How you missing on a dummy, bro? Let's watch that in 0.5. Let's rewatch that. Dude, how do you miss on a dummy? 2 calf kicks, Kenny is cooked? Yeah. I mean, dude, how is his... Look how big his head is compared to his torso. Look at his hips, too. I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this? Let's pause. Let's break this down frame by frame, all right? Okay. He finally has his hand by his face, right? And he closes his eyes. I mean, come on. Leans down, closes his eye, removes his hand from his face. His hair gets in his own face, and he proceeds to miss a punch. This is atrocious. Let's see another clip. All right. Two stomps to the knee, calf. How do you miss a jab? Hold up. Chin right in the air. Dude, why is his fist like this? Why is he loading his fist up like this? Dude, how many shots is he going to miss? It's like he can't see. 1, 2, uppercut. A solid 4 inches away from the face. Nice. And then he misses up the follow-up shot too. You got to see it. Look at this one. Look at this. The punch. So this is Kenny's secret technique. He misses the uppercut on purpose to throw a 2 completely out of position right here over his own uppercut. I don't know what this is, but nice one. The hook to the miss uppercut. That's Kenny's secret technique. Missing the uppercut. 1, 2. Okay. He finally lands the uppercut. Okay. Lands 2 uppercuts back to back. And he's back to missing the uppercut. Yep. It was only a matter of time. Now, one more clip. I want to see of Kenny. One more clip. Body. Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. So he goes to the ribs, right? He's going to the solar plexus. And then he goes right for the chest. And then he goes, okay, interesting. Comes up top. Okay, nice feints. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Kenny fainting at a dummy. Yeah. Dude. Dork at MF. Why do you look stiff, brother? Crack me up every time, chump. Holy bandwagon. You're liberal, right? Some call me the top lib. Some calls me the pure lib. Upmost best lib. What's a lib? I keep hearing it everywhere. BBC Junior. A lib is a liberal. Someone who has liberal perspectives. Basically means, are you a soy or are you not? Are you a soy chud? Ngannou or Jones? Probably smash both. Dummy has alright, bro. Chill out. Chill out, mate. Chill out. What's up, Sherry? Paulo Costa. Oh, hello. Hello, my brother. Did y'all ever had those Mad Lib books? No. Femboy, girls or femboys? Girls, probably. I mean, girls or femboys. What kind of question is that, man? Come on, you know who I am. You know who I'm picking. Fluffy ruined the entire main event. Alice Pereira kind of looks bad, looks-wise and fighting-wise. Yes, she is very bad. She is extremely bad, yeah. Alice Pereira is genuinely terrible. But if you actually looked into the career, you know what's interesting about Alice Pereira? She actually has like fake fights on her record. Did y'all know that? Look at this. I'm about to hit y'all with something y'all should have known. Look at this. Record ineligible MMA. You hovered over what happened? This promotion has been flagged by Tapology. Pattern of padding / mismatches. Unless further evidence emerges regarding the legitimacy of this organization's events, any new bouts belong to this promotions will be similarly flagged. So this card didn't happen because this fight was apparently rigged. This girl is 0-1. She's only ever had one fight. Then we go back and we see another one of these ones, right? And this is about this promotion has been flagged, insufficient evidence or documentation. So apparently none of this stuff happened. So her record's just completely completely frauded. Elise propaganda is crazy. Yeah, I know she's a fraud. Let's see who she beat. This is who she beat. 12-10 fighter, who is on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She's 9-2 in her last 11, and she was fighting for a championship. in LFA. She fought for a championship on a huge losing streak in LFA. Then you have this girl who was 2-1. Right? So it's like all these fights, 0-1, 1-6, 0-0. This fight doesn't even count. 2-0, 12-8. So it's like, although she is, I mean, come on. Let me pull up a video. Let me pull up a video of Elise Pereira. Okay? So I do understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I was Dana White, I would be like, you know what? You're in. You, right there. How old was she, you said? 19? Yeah, you're in. Yeah, get on in here. Yeah, if you want to get in the UFC, you just got to do a little bit of favors, kid. Yeah, you just got to. Here's my boy Hunter Campbell. You just got to, do some favors for us. Yeah, come on. Amanda Nunes. The fights are on YouTube? Nah, but I mean, why would Tapology say they're like illegitimate? FaZe Clan was going, I don't know. FaZe Clan? Bro, who cares about FaZe Clan anymore? It's 2025. It's not 2012. I know some guys who get their amateur title fights in their first fight because the champ has no one to fight. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But amateur is different, though. Amateur is totally a different realm in itself. It's basically a different sport. You can't hate on their and tug to her simultaneously. Watch me. Watch me, bro. Nobody's tugging to her? Yeah, we are. Let's see the Oh, cameraman. Cameraman had one job. The cameraman had one job. I will always be a What are the comments saying? Oh, Jesus. Let's take a look at the comments. I can see why Dana signed her. It's a clear yes. She was. I've been watching UFC since the beginning. I'm old. Just found my new favorite fighter. That beautiful smile. UFC is always my friend. I love her. Charles Olivia. Found a new favorite fighter. And she looks amazing. Can't believe they're going to feed a 19... Oh. People diss not Alex Pereira's sister cause they have the same last name. They not related. Don't listen to this fools below. She a baddie. Don't hurt that beautiful face. Heck yeah, get that CTE started early? What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? That is just terrific. Magnifique. She's pretty. She's going to get a lot of attention in the UFC. I really hope she can fight, though. If not, she's going to get cut after a few losses. Yup, RIP. What a great smile. I hope she has an excellent mouth guard. Okay. I'm a fan now for sure. Dude, look at all these horny ass dudes, bro. Is this Alex? Nope. Is this Alex's sister? Nope. She looks like she could be Charles Oliveira's sister for real, for real. Kind of, right? She kind of looks like Charles Oliveira's sister. I kind of see it. I kind of see it. Yes, I can see her. She is gorgeous. She is pretty good. Let's see Full Send MMA's account. Let's see their most popular shorts. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Yep, Mackenzie. Yeah, you know, Full Send MMA got some real gooners when their most popular shorts are Mackenzie Dern versus Lupe Godinez. Jeez. The comments are definitely civilized, right? Norma got her own sphere. I thought they were about to kiss. The tension was high. Norma, very well rounded. Now Kith. The cameraman is a man of culture, one of us. Who won, Dad? We all did, son. We all did. Norma been dragging that wagon. Thank you for your service, cameraman. All right. Scissor, the best comment from the crowd.
Bruh.
Dude, UFC is full of absolute gooners. Absolute gooners, bro. Absolute gooners, mate, eh? Come on. Alright, bro, what are you talking about? Is Bud's worst nickname for a boxer? I like all the ones with Sugar. Sugar Ray Leonard. Sean O'Malley. All them ones. Dern too yellow and man-faced? What does that even mean? Ah, shut up. But the femboys boys. Hell no. Dags would be fruity? My what? My nickname would be Fruity? Really? It would not be Fruity. You love Marvelous Marvin Hagler? That one sounds cool. Yeah. Or Iron Mike Tyson. My name would not be Fruity. It would probably be the Devastator. Dag the Devastator. Femboys, bro, just say you're gay. I know, right? These guys are big femboy guys. These guys are absolute huge femboy guys. And me personally, I just don't stand for it. I just don't stand for it. He's gay. Me? No way. No way, buddy. Just ask your mom. She'll let you know. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. RDR. Wow, RDR is leading the poll hugely. 65 to 35. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think Paulo Costa, those are actually probably fairly decent odds. 65 to 35. I feel like that's actually decently good. Femboys are closeted guys that are just coping. Yeah. Your nickname would be the pegging prodigy? No. I'd probably be like Kayla Harrison's side ting. That'd be my nickname. Kayla Harrison's side ting. Yeah, my name's Kayla Harrison's side ting. Yeah, that's my nickname, mate. Deal with it. Or maybe like sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. Paulo gonna bully him. No striking threat, barely any wrestling threat, and not an undersized Bobby. RDR definitely has a striking threat. His striking is severely underrated. It's just not your typical. It would be Brampton Canadian Jew. No way. I don't know. RDR definitely has super underrated striking. I mean, look at the knees he has. He destroyed Bo Nickel with the knees to the body. Destroyed Robert Whittaker with knees to the body. When was the last time you see Robert Whittaker gas in a 5-round fight? And there is no wrestling threat, but there's no wrestling threat from Paulo Costa, is there? And Whitaker's not undersized necessarily. I mean, look at Whitaker Costa. They weren't that far off. It's just RDR is just a huge dude. No diddy. RDR beats Paulo, then Paulo goes on a race rant on Twitter about who runs stuff. Yeah, probably. Why don't you read my chats? I don't know. Because sometimes I don't see it. Or it's not worth me reading. Paulo's low-key trash, not great at anything. He's not. He's not great at anything. His striking's reliant on him gaining momentum and him being confident, which I think will be confidence coming off a win over Roman Kopylov. I think Paulo Costa needed a win over a guy like Roman Kopylov, because even if he beat Luke Rockhold, it's like, how much confidence can you gain from that, especially considering the way that fight ended, you know? So it's like coming off a win over Roman Kopylov, I feel like he can definitely get in the groove now, right? Before Kopylov, Costa had 0 wins left in the UFC. Yeah, true. True la day. It's because he's just so inactive. He needs to be more active. He's still like fairly young. He's not super young, but he's still like fairly young. But I think Costa could definitely present problems to RDR, like some underrated problems to RDR. The only problem is RDR will clinch Costa, and I don't think Costa has much of like a clinch game. The only way I see Costa winning is if he... I think the only way Costa can win is if Costa takes down RDR. I think you need to engage in the takedowns offensively against RDR to stop him from pressing. Because if RDR can press you, he's just going to smother every single one of your shots. Why did Fluffy quit? No, he got injured. RDR would have need Fluffy to death? Probably. No, I don't know. Would he? I think Fluffy's weak to the body. A lot of those guys who are on steroids are weak to the body. Fluffy's weak to the body. Marab is weak to the body. I think they all are. I like how RDR doesn't let go. He'll hang on to anything he can. Yeah, true. Unfortunately. Costa RDR isn't official. It won't happen. It will happen. You're going to get an announcement later today. You will get an announcement later on today, laddie. Fluffy, Marab, not on steroid. No, they are on steroids. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. They are on steroids. Marab, you're telling me the only guy in the UFC who has that level of cardio isn't on something? You're telling me with the amount of money Marab is making, he's not on anything? Let's be honest. Marab is on it. I think Volk is on it. I think Fluffy's on it. I think Usman's on it. I think Ilya might have been on it at some point. Only Juice had Anatoly, the block man. Malkin beat RDR. Yeah. Paulo Costa, I think, used to be on it. Adesanya, I think, has been on it before. Hamzat is too. Don't be a fool. Hamzat is not. Nope. Hamzat is not. No way. Costa RDR fight won't happen. Mark my words. Okay. I'll mark your words. Read my chats or I'm gone. No. RDR has wilted before. In his 2 losses, he wilted. Yeah. But you need to... Are you going to this fight in Vancouver? I wish I could. If I had the money, I would. But, I mean, I just don't have the money. I just don't have the money, lad. We just don't have the money. We don't have any money left. We cannot do this. Can't believe Anatoly lost his Owen belt right away, but he's getting it back. Bro, who cares? Who cares about one championship? Do you bet? Not often. But, like, I'll chuck, like, $10 or $20 on, like, a fight maybe, like, once every couple of months if I'm feeling confident. Anytime Chimaev fights, I'll put money on it, because that's a guaranteed money. Like, I think I'm up like the Chimaev card 319. I think I made like 150, 200 maybe. But I don't like betting. I'm not like a betting guy. But like every now and again, if I'm if I have some extra money, I'll be like, here's $10 on something. Like, I'm not a type of guy to be like, here's $100, put $100 on something. Because even $100 is a lot to me. Chimaev's my favorite fighter ever. Dude, look at the jersey. We on the same team, brother. He's mine. Dude, if you love Chimaev, Dude, you should watch this video. If you love Chimaev, watch this video right here. Guy's making his entrance. No way this guy's making his entrance. No way this guy's making his entrance, bro. Nah, boy. Hamzat's intense now. Hamzat's intense now. And he gets him taken down. Oh my. Fuck. Chimaev looking. You see? I got the beard going. Interesting. Chimaev looking. Whitaker doing a good job of having 2-on-1. Nice elbow by Chimaev. Come on. He's dead. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What'd I say? What'd I say? What did I say? That was fun times, man. What a fun times. There's only one champion. I care about one championship. Yeah, shut up. Your thumbnails suck recently? They do suck recently, but at the same time, it's like they're just a hack. They're literally just a life hack. Let's be honest. Those white background thumbnails are trash, but they are just the biggest life hack ever. They are, it's like, if I can't beat them, join them. That's where my thumbnails are at right now. I've succumbed to the white background thumbnails, and it's not some place I want to be, but it's the place that, unfortunately, I have to be. Bet once before, put down $48, won $112K. I doubt that. I really doubt that. Government took 40%. You did not put $48 and win $112,000. How, dude, that would have been like a 20 leg parlay, and like some of those would have been underdogs. Like, you know how crazy that is? $48. You got to go 2-3 year Chechnya. You know what? Hey, man, shout out Kadyrov, bro. I'd never turn my back on Kadyrov, bro. I would go Chechnya, but I may or may not have said some interesting things about Kadyrov at some point. So maybe I got to start today glazing Kadyrov, so maybe he'll invite me to Chechnya so I can meet Hamzat, man. Maybe we'll go 2-3 year Chechnya at some point. I'd love to visit for sure. It was a crazy time. Where's the sources for RDR Costa? I'll show you. Here's my source, lad. Paulo Costa himself, the lad himself, eh? You need to add question marks, though? Uncle May gonna blow up? Doubt it. But I think 60-40 for Paulo Costa? Really? You want to wrestle where Hamzat wrestles? Dude, those are like the mountains of Chechnya. Like, no way. I'm pretty sure you have to be like a legitimate wrestler to go there. I would love to go where Hamzat wrestles too, but no way. Can't find no American wrestling gym for grown-ass men outside. Go to a BJJ gym. Go to a BJJ gym. They train wrestling and judo. Most of the modern BJJ gyms will train judo and wrestling. That's what I'm doing. But if you know, no donos is crazy. What do you mean no donos and crazy? I'm not seeking donos, bro. No one gotta donate. I don't need it. It's not like it does anything for you, you know? Like, you could donate MMA Guru, and it's like, that does something for you. Because he's not going to read it unless you donate. Here, it's like, I'm going to read it regardless of you donating or not. You know what I mean? So it's like, no point of donating. And it's like, what is $2 every here and there is not, no offense, it's not going to do anything. Bro, BJJ gym wrestling sucked, to be honest. Wrestling for BJJ and wrestling is different. I mean, not necessarily, but just go to a high-level BJJ gym. You're probably not going to the right one. You're probably going to like a huge class one. Ungrateful for $2? I'm not ungrateful for $2, bro. Because there's really no, like, unless you go, you need to be a wrestler. If you want to wrestle, you need to be a wrestler. You need to be a college wrestler or a guy who just got out of college and you're still trying to wrestle. But then at that point, what are you wrestling for? What do you need to wrestle for? Go to an MMA gym. Why would you want to learn wrestling? What's the point of learning wrestling? Unless you're trying to be a fighter, and then at that point, you shouldn't be learning wrestling. Wrestling is more explosive, lots of scrambles. BJJ is more double legs and positioning. Yeah, I know, but why do you want to learn? Why are you trying to do wrestling though? Like, what is the point? You're not gonna need. There's no wrestling outside of like collegiate wrestling. Like, there's no wrestling shows. Like, what's the point? Just to know how to wrestle, or what? And then if you do know wrestling and you want to wrestle, then you should know people who are doing wrestling. Just go to a college then. Go to college. Be like, yo, I want to train this shit. Cause you like it. Judo's a good substitute. Yeah, judo's good. Good. It's not really as there's got to be Greco-Roman. I mean, you could do Greco-Roman, but that's just all upper body, right? You could also join the military, wrestle there. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that's a bit of a commitment, don't you think? Joining the military just to wrestle, I think that's a little bit of like a, I don't know if that's a great idea. Two of my cousins were in wrestling, but the high school in my town didn't have teams. Yeah, but I feel like that's most high schools, right? In Canada, wrestling's a thing. Beach wrestling fun, but not consistent. Yeah, but I mean, there's not much. You want to wrestle like Hamza? Hamzat's more. Let's be honest. Hamzat has good wrestling, but I mean, he's more of a jiu-jitsu guy. Hamzat is a jiu-jitsu guy. Which is like a lot of people will disagree, but he is a jiu-jitsu guy, bro. He does more jiu-jitsu. Like he's gone back to his wrestling roots, but it's like deep down he is a jiu-jitsu guy. He went like huge into jiu-jitsu. Hamzat did like huge into like gi jiu-jitsu, but he does wrestling a lot. But you got to go to like Russia or America. Maybe go to like, I don't know, any of those big cities. You could probably go to Minnesota, find a wrestling gym. Bro, has Paulo Costa shirtless up for 5. All right, bros, chill out. I'm gonna change the screen now. You absolutely ruined my mood by saying that. Costa's physique, but his career of DC physique. What? Costa physique, but his career of DC, but his career, or DC physique, but his career. Probably DC physique, but his career, because right after I'm done, I could work out and get to like, a decent amount. But also DC, when he was young, he didn't look that big. He just got big because he was old. He was like 38 in the UFC. DC is a millionaire, now has a permanent job with the UFC. You train? Yeah. DC would have been triple champ if Popeyes went out of business. If he got into the sport younger, he would have been triple champ. He would have been 185 champ. But no, because he wrestled in his prime at like what? I think it was 180, 190, I think it was. He wrestled at 190, so I don't know if he could ever make 185. He was just one of those guys who were like big boned, like thick, dense bone. MMA or wrestle? MMH. MMH, my brother. $185. He plays prime Kale Sanderson. Yeah, I don't remember. I like that new guy. You know that new guy? I think he represents Hungary. He had a wrestling event go on not too long ago. Gaslam is DC gone wrong. Exactly. What's his name? Mustafayev or whatever. He's dope. Then all time, Adam Saitiev. He was dope. I think his name Adam Saitia, right? He's the guy who wrestled Yoel Romero. He beat Yoel Romero. Crazy how DC was the same division as generational talent in both of his sports. Yeah, it's tough. But John Jones was on the juice, so let's keep it a buck. Jones was juiced, but I think most guys were juiced, man. Read my chats. I don't see it, bro. You it's because you're posting stuff. That's banned. Look at this. Look at this. Where are your chats? You see it? I don't. You know why? Because you're saying stuff that's banned. I don't see his chats either. Yeah, I know, because he's not allowing. He's not saying anything. He's saying like things that are wrong. Bro, who is Kevin Vallejos, bro? Excuse me. 4 o'clock. Big number. Bro, shut up. Malcolm Mulmaker, man. I ain't about that right now. Hey, come on, hey, lad, hey. Okay, not bad. Why is it hard for other promotions to get it right? What other promotions? Like Bellator? I think PFL is actually PFL is on the rise, I feel. I've been watching more and more PFL events. I didn't know we are a fan. RDR beats everybody. Doesn't beat Chimaev. Doesn't beat... I think he beats Adesanya. I don't think he beats Dricus. Who else does he not beat? Mavov is an interesting fight. I think RDR beats Mavov, to be honest. I think he loses to Kyle. RDR schools the Chechen bum. Nah, stop it. Stop. You mean the guy... Chimaev is... How is RDR supposed to beat Chimaev? Chimaev would KO RDR easily. How do we compete with the iconic octagon? Let's call it a smart cage. That is true, but that's because but it's not like the PFL isn't calling their cage the octagon because they want to compete with the iconic octagon. It's because the UFC owns the licensing to the name the octagon. Like, they can't call it the octagon because UFC owns the licensing to that, which is absurd to me. But RDR buy whatever he wants against the the decision merchant. The decision merchant Chimaev. You mean the guy who finished Robert Whittaker? The guy that RDR went to a split decision with? Is that who you're talking about? That's the guy you're talking about? Did Fluffy pull out? Yeah, he did. I'll show you the tweet. Let me pull it up. Here we go. This is Paulo Costa talking about it. He said Char pulled out of his fight. He's fighting a top 5 soon in a couple weeks for 5 rounds. The only guy who is in a main event that's top 5 is RDR. So that means that Fluffy pulled out. Quandale Dingle. Aye, bro. People are hungry for an alternative and have stream. Let's do MMA event once a year. That's because one's roster is not... One championship does not care about MMA. They care about jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. Because one is more of a Muay Thai event. I like watching Muay Thai at one. I'm not interested in their MMA. I'm interested in UFC's MMA, and then I like PFL's MMA. I genuinely enjoy watching PFL. The last fight they had, Fabian Edwards versus that other guy, he was dope. They also have, what's her name, Dakota Devseva or whatever. She's dope. What times are your transgender self-defense classes? All right, bro. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. I don't take transgender self-defense classes. All right. I do normal ones. I do and I don't take self-defense classes. You think I need self-defense, dude? I'm more I take self-offensive classes. How do I attack someone randomly? No, I'm kidding. How do I randomly sneak up on someone and attack them? Just kidding. Why won't you? Shut up. I like karate combat because the crowd is always bizarre. They used to do a lot more of like the bizarre crowds. I think they stopped doing those bizarre crowds. But when karate combat started, they did have like those themed crowds of having like weird dystopian audiences in like costumes and stuff. I kind of thought that was so weird. I could imagine watching karate combat like highs, like the craziest thing to see ever. Could you imagine? I gotta get Paulo off the screen, bro.
Bruh.
Because you guys are weird as fuck about it. Bro. I think I'm dipping. There was an unk dressed as Jotaro runs. Really? Karate combat Jotaro. No, I don't see anything. I wish I could see that. I think I'm dipping, boys. I think I'm dipping. I'm gonna be back later, though. Thank y'all for being here. It's been your boy, Deck and May. I am signing out. Peace. I'll be back later tonight. Peace, boys.